Okay, let's go over how to set up landmine hip thrusts. So this is a single leg hip thrust. We're using the landmine. So you can see here that my barbell is attached to a landmine, and then on the other side of it, I have a 45-pound plate. This is, fairly heavy, so I would say if you're not gonna do 45 pounds, make sure you use the big Olympic plates, bumper plates, so that they're big. Because if you use just like a tiny little normal 10-pound plate, it's gonna be so low to the ground, it'll be a little more awkward, okay? It's still totally doable, but I would try to use a bumper plate. And then you can see I have the hip thrust pad, well, I have a collar, and then I have my hip thrust pad hanging off the end here so that my hip doesn't hurt. And there is like a good gap of just nothing right here. It's kind of hanging off, but it's gonna be okay. And then I have my 12-inch bench set up right behind the landmine. So, okay, I'm gonna show you, this is gonna be working my inside leg. So I'm gonna use my right leg if the plate is closest to my right leg. Okay, so whichever leg is closest to the plate is the one that's gonna be working. This one will be up in the air. So I'm gonna make sure you can see me. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this into me. This is kind of the weird part. This part right here, like I said, it's just kind of like extra. So, and this will kind of spin. So you really have to finagle this and keep a good hold on the hip thrust pad with the barbell and really push it into your thigh. So I've got my middle of my shoulders on the edge of the bench. I'm gonna try to bring my heels in, kind of close, and then once I'm up in position, I can switch my heels back more. Big breath in, exhale, pull that deep core up and in. And now I'm going to lift I'm so sorry you can't see me. I've got this free hand behind my head to support my neck. I've got this on my thigh, and I'm really gripping onto it so it doesn't roll away. And then this leg is just gonna kind of push the pad away, okay? So the pad's just free to move. I'm gonna inhale, come down, exhale, come up. Inhale down, exhale up. Okay? And then, once you've done all the prescribed reps, to switch sides, you're actually going to move, I know this is annoying, but you're gonna move the whole bench over to the other side. Okay? So the barbell doesn't have to move, you just move yourself and the bench. And now once again, whichever leg is the leg closest to the plate is the working leg. So now my left leg will be working, my right leg will be up. And that's it.